This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And here's Suggs. Outside Wembanyama. There's the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Here's Wembanyama. Outside Coulibaly. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Irving. Lets it go. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama. 7'4". Skill. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Now here's Irving. Over to the left wing. Shoots from 14. Another miss by Irving. Fires from deep. Brewer can't hit. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And here's Wright from the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Checking in.
Here's Suggs. Sinks it from distance.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Now here's Wright. Outside for Irving. And stolen by Suggs. And here's the fast break. And Carroll in the post. Oh, man, Carroll throws it down.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Irving. And it's Coulibaly missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Suggs. 5 to shoot. Outside Wembanyama. For 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes.
Now Suggs laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Suggs has got 5 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's Irving. He's scoreless. Shot clock at 6. To snap the cold streak. Right outside. Levine with a steal. from deep. Kept alive. To the wing, right side. Second chance effort. Shot is good by Brewer.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
To the inside. .103 left now in the first quarter. Now here's Suggs. He's got 5. There's a screen. And Levine, here we go. Yep, that one's good. Levine's got his second basket.
Cutting to the rim with ease. Levine's quick first step and explosiveness is hard to contain.
And the officials call a traveling violation. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Aiden. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Jackson surveying the D. Here's Irving. .23 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Coulibaly. Takes a 13-footer. And that one hits the back iron. Suggs, left side. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Up by 16. And quarter number... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
That's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
And Irving powers it home.
Woo! He just levitated in the air, double pump, and then slammed it home.
How about the D right there? They just got out of the way. They let him choose what kind of move he wanted to make. The 3 from Suggs. Fires in the triple. Suggs has got 10 points.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Wembanyama screen. The 3. And Brewer pulls it down. Here we go. Here's Suggs. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, once Suggs gets hot, he's not easy to stop, especially when he's getting whatever shot he wants.
It's right on the wing. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
The 3 from Suggs. They get it again. Out to the wing. Here's Brewer. Suggs outside. Pass to Levine. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
18 ball. Substitution for your home team. Victor Wembanyama.
If they're going to go on a run, Grant, there's no better time than right now.
You're so right, B.A. I think they definitely expected a closer game than this.
Levine with a steal. And here comes the break. Here's Brewer. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Irving. Chalmers with a rebound. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's De Silva. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Second
He misses the free throw.
at the line for your home team.
And the second free throw is good. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Irving. He's got 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Irving with it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Pass to Jackson. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Wembanyama screen. Jackson outside. They double him with Wembanyama. It's stolen. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And it's Chalmers missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Tipped away. Whitmore with it. Now right defending. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Over Wembanyama. Wembanyama, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Up 19. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And here's Whitmore. Pass to Fareed. From downtown. Kicks it out to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Suggs outside. Here's Wembanyama. The rebound by Jackson. Outside Whitmore. Ben Carroll the screen. And the layup is good.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Here's Levine for three. No good on the shot.
Using his size to full advantage, he beats everyone to the ball.
Here's Whitmore. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Outside Levine. Ellison grabs the board. Here's Black. No points so far. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Oh, and Levine with a block.
When you got bounce like Levine, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
And Caro, no good. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Black. The kick out to Bancaro. The big man, Bancaro, showing the range.
And Bancaro has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Pass to Levine. Going inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like Levine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
2 minutes remaining in the clock. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Out left to the wing. To the wing on the left. Here's Black. Lays it up and banks it in. Black's got his second basket of the game.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Pass to Brewer. Levine with it. They set the pick. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Outside Whitmore. Here's Black. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Levine gets the bucket.
Yeah, he's been turning himself into an absolute elite scorer. Levine is at it again.
Now Whitmore. Good on the shot. Whitmore's got 6.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
.32 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Chalmers. And he dunks it down.
And he's talked about wanting to improve his all-around game. Levine demonstrating just how unselfish he is with that great pass.
Outside Whitmore. From behind the arc. No luck on that one. Out to the right wing. Here's Brewer. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. He has 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And as we end the third quarter, and as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's Chalmers. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Wembanyama. There's a screen. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Outside Wembanyama. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for your home team.
Here's Irving. Banchero outside. Clock at 6. Over Whitmore. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Banchero. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And stolen by Irving. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. From outside, off the mark. Back to Whitmore. Pass to Banchero. Suggs surveys the D. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Irving. Jackson on the wing. And stolen by Banchero.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team.
Now here's Irving. Jackson the screen. Looking to get it going. And Irving powers it home.
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
And he drops it first.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Irving looking around. Banchero outside. Outside Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on DeLon Wright.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
He hits the second from the line. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Wembanyama up top. 6 to shoot. good on the step-back jumper. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Wembanyama. Outside Levine. Lets it go from deep. The three-pointer is good from Levine.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach Levine, he is on fire.
A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama screen. Irving for 3. He can't hit that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
And Caro outside. Pass to Suggs. Now Levine. Over right. And it's Irving with a rebound. 50 seconds left in the game. Jackson the screen. And Caro in the post. Three-pointer. Jackson can't get it to go. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Suggs with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And here is Irving. And stolen by Suggs. Here's Levine. And rejected. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win. And one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jeff. The 2K. Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Here we go. Here's Wright. Pass to Irving.
Watch the screen.
Here's Fareed. 6 on the shot clock. Now Coulibaly. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Pass to Brewer. Now here's Wembanyama. He's guarded by Irving. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And here is Irving. He's covered by Suggs. Wembanyama screen. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Irving. And there's the rejection. And they get it back. Kicks it out to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Brewer. Shakes him. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Coulibaly. And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama. 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Here's Wembanyama. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Suggs. Pass to Levine. And he packs it down right in the face of Victor Wembanyama.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Jackson outside. Here's the pick. Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson on the wing. To stop the drought. And they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Suggs. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Outside Wembanyama. Back to Wright. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Suggs outside. Takes a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Now here's Irving. He's scoreless. Outside Coulibaly. Shot clock at 5. They grab their own miss. Right outside. Outside Irving. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Wembanyama, no good.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, Da Silva, Mario Chalmers.
There's 31 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Just solid from the line. Levine shoots a high volume and a high percentage from the free throw line. That is the combination you want.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Wembanyama with a bucket.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Chalmers. Pass to Brewer. From 7 feet. That one no good. Some solid defense from Coulibaly. Irving with a deep 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one.
The visiting team
Leading by just 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Here's Chalmers. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
right.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Irving with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Jackson. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First personal foul.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Releases. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Ayton with a screen. Out to the right wing. Outside Levine. Back to Ayton. Shot clock at 4. Shot clock at 3. Banked it in off the glass.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Wembanyama screen. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for the
Coulibaly on the wing.
number 4. Jalen Suggs.
Steps back. Irving fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Whitmore. Some solid defense from Koulibaly. Irving with it. 7 points in the game. Fires from deep. That won't go. 3 for 6 in this one. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Whitmore. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Irving. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Drops in the 3.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Second chance shot. Banchero outside. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Back to Suggs. Lets the 3 fly. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And here's the fast break. Outside Irving. Outside Wembanyama. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to Banchero. Back to Wembanyama. Outside Whitmore. Back to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's the break. Here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Jackson outside. In transition, here they come. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Using his defense to generate his offense. Banchero being rewarded for hustling on defense.
Irving for 3. Right outside. Drives to the hoop. Outside for Wembanyama. Wemby showing off the range.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the left side wing. Pass to Levine. Shot clock at 6. The muscle inside from Levine. Wow.
A more effective playmaker than he gets credit for. Levine, solid at sizing up defenses and taking what they give him.
Irving looking around from deep three-point range. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now here's Suggs. The deep 3 from Levine. Offensive rebound. Ayton. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Banchero right side. The ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. Here's Fareed. Pass to Ellison. To the middle. It's stolen away. And they're running. Here's Ayton. And that misses. That would have put him up.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Fareed. De Silva with a rebound.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Here's Suggs. Pass to De Silva for the lead. Fareed grabs the board.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Black. Down low. Nice move. And he lays it in.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Substitution on the
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Outside Whitmore. 6 to shoot. Fareed grabs the board. Banchero left side. Pass to Fareed. Here's Ellison. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Here's Chalmers. 5 points in the game. To the left wing. Here's Brewer. Outside Whitmore. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability. They showed it with that tight coverage.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. These are his first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Home team foul. Anthony Black. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team, DeAndre Ayton.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Brewer. Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in.
Assisted.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Whitmore. Going inside. That one's good for 2.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. A minute 53 left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Levine. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
Playing fast and getting clever. Levine throws off the defense with the pump fake.
Both free throws good from Levine. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. On the wing, Levine. And there's the screen. Back to Whitmore. Levine can't hit. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, he powers through contact. Wembanyama. Impressive.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Third team foul. At the line for the away
That's
team,
good from Suggs.
Jalen Suggs. 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Outside for Wembanyama. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Outside Irving. Offline with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Driving inside. Oh, can't get the reverse flush. It's an even 3-on-3 break. The 3 from Banchero. From distance, Paolo.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Now Irving. And here's Wright from the arc. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Up 3. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Driving in, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
That's tipped. And stolen by Irving. In transition, here they come. Outside for Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Irving with it. Tries again. Outside for Wembanyama. Wow! Victor takes it to him inside.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Both teams deciding to change it up. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Banchero. Back to Levine. And it's blocked by Irving. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Banchero the screen. Jacks up a 3. To the wing, right side. Intercepted. And here comes the break. He goes up. And they recover it. Pass to Brewer. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And it's Chalmers missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Levine. Banchero the screen. To win the drought. And he can't get that one. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
The deep three from Levine. Oh, that was a bomb from Levine.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
1:52 left in the fourth. Irving with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Wembanyama down low. Soft touch off the glass. Wembanyama's got 6 points in the quarter.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Got a piece of it. Levine with a steal. And Carroll drives. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Ben Carroll just throw it down.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
The visitors with the ball. They set the screen. Here's Levine for three. The three-pointer is good from Levine.
Answering the call. Zach LaVine, he wants the ball late. He wants to be the go-to guy.
Outside for Wembanyama. Wembanyama double-teamed. Pass to right. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here's Suggs. Pass to Brewer. Back to Suggs. .30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's Levine. Oh, no way! Levine! My goodness!
And Zach LaVine just commands the ball in these big moments. You want a guy that can not only take that shot, but make that shot.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock. I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your home team.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did.
The three from Ben Carroll. From beyond the arc, and then some. And so they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home.
This Wednesday. "2K Sports presents the NBA. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
Now here's Wright. Launches a three. Pass to Hollins. Second shot opportunity. And it ends up out of bounds. And here's Daniels. Down low. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now, here's Hollins. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Smith, no good. Banchero looking around. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Banchero. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Banchero with the screen. Here's Brewer. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. Smith outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Drops in the tray.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Smith for three.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And here's Daniels following the three from Jabari Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
Hey, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Brewer. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Brewer, good.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Hollins, and Hollins with the stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Smith outside, kept alive. One-on-one here. And Benyama outside. Pass to Irving. Here's the teardrop. That one falls. Irving's got 5.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The kick out to Irving. Out to the right wing. Shot. Off target from outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. They set the pick. For 3, Smith. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Jop. To the paint. Out to Smith. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. 9 points in the game so far. 3-pointer, Daniels. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They're up by 4. And we'll... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply own the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here's Wright, and the dunk by Wright.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's De Silva. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Knocks it loose. Pass to Benton. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one. Now, Koulibaly drills it from outside.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now, Biyombo hasn't made one yet.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And Reddish, not just a scorer, also good at realizing when to dish.
Here's Benton. They need this. Buries it from 3-point range. Benton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
De Silva, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
To the inside, and stolen by Biyombo. On the wing, Koulibaly. 3-pointers off the mark.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
A shot by Reddish, no good. And here they come. Pass to Benton. Takes the three. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. Koulibaly with it. Fires from deep. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. There's the screen. Now Biombo. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Ripped away.
Home team foul. Sagana Jump. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:47 left in the first half. Here's Biombo. Back to man. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Koulibaly. No good. Shot missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Offensive rebound. Shot. To end the drought. Nice jump shot. Good. Does Silva's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
And that one's good. Right. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pass to Biombo. Stolen away. And the wide open shot from Reddish. A 3-pointer off the mark. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
There's a screen. And here's Covington from the arc. Here's Benton. Over right. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Seconds left in the second quarter. Reddish with the ball. Still yet to score. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. What a shot! Oh, amazing!
That would count.
Unreal.
Your home team.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And here's Daniels. Driving in. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Back to right. Here's Hollins. Hits the 3-point bomb. Hollins has got 8.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Pass to Brewer. The kick out to Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, right side. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
For 3, Smith. From outside the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 12. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Inside, Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Smith outside. Fires the 3. There's the triple. Brewer with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Away team foul. Julius Irving. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Daniels. He has 5. No good. Outside Irving. And stolen by Irving. Wembanyama with it. Now right defender.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
Here's the screen. It's Irving, top of the key. Back to right. Fires for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Wright's got 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like the Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Smith for 3. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Banchero outside. Collins with the block. Now here's Wright. He has 7. And Hollins with the stop.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Substitution on the court.
.144 left in the third quarter of the game. Here is Daniels. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Daniels. Money from the wing. 9 points in the game so far.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
They get it again. Pass to man. There's the 3. Drills the three-pointer.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Chop, and that one is stuffed right through.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Benton. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And they recover it. Here's De Silva. And it's off from three-point range. Now, man. Shoots from the corner. Biombo. That's good. Koulibaly with it. In the corner, right with it. Pass to Jock. Floats one up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Benton. The tray. It's rebounded by Jock. Fast break. Here we go. And it's Wright missing.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Benton. Here's Biombo. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. And here is Wright. The three. It's not going to go for him. They set the pick. Pass to Koulibaly. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. From downtown, good on the triple.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Here's Banton. Left side, Covington. This one for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, if you look up 3 and D in the dictionary, you might see a photo of Robert Covington. He's bringing that spacing to his offense.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Jupp. Offline from the top of the key. That's a 2 from Smith. Five on the clock. Shoots a fader. And Wright pulls it down. Here's Koulibaly. Goes back up. And the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender, Smith, proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
Number 5,
Now Koulibaly. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Irving for three. De Silva with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Launches it. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the middle. Here's Banchero. Lock at 6. Here's Brewer. And Brewer with the stop.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside. Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Here's Daniels. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Smith wide open. He fires. A three-pointer is right on target.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Here's Banchero. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Smith outside. .106 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Howlands to the inside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation.
Checking in for the away team, number 55.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Smith. There's the pick. Howlands up top. Back to Smith. Shoots the three. sinks the three-pointer.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Wembanyama. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Out to Smith. Jacks up a three. For the three. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and
NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And here's Wright. Pass to Smith. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Takes it inside. Oh, he misses the dunk. And here's the fast break. And Caro no good. Here's Job. Smith outside. Puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Outside for Irving. There's the triple. Buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Bancaro the screen. Daniels misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
On defense, the visiting team. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Bancaro outside. And it's all from 3-point range. I'll say this, Bancaro is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Smith. No good on the 3.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And the finish by Irving.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Job. It's rebounded by Bancaro. Pass to Daniels. Back to Bancaro. Takes a 3. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. Irving fires from way outside. Drills it from deep. Irving's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
So it's the home team now. Picked by Smith. Lets a 3 fly. Connects from downtown.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Here's Daniels. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Takes a step back. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now here's Bancaro. No points so far. Down low. Here's Job. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
Now here's Wright. Fires in the triple.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Pass to Brewer. No good. Unable to win this run. Smith inside. Here's Hollins. Picked by Smith. Over Banchero. Smith no good. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Daniels. Here's Irving. Blocked! And they'll get another chance. Clock at 4. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up by 15. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYT, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And you watch Dyson Daniels on the floor, Coach. He's everywhere on defense.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the best guys disrupting offenses and getting deflections. He gets his hands in passing lanes. Effort like that will always find minutes.
Here's Wright. Uses the glass on the layup.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Tipped away. From deep. Banton, good. Banton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
5 to shoot. Pass to De Silva. Great D that time from Mann. Now here's Covington. Still no points. Here's Benton.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pass to Biyombo. Back to Ben. Sweet little floater. Ben's got 7 points for the quarter.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Here's Jop. The rebound by Mann. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Jop. And here's Reddish. Covered by Covington. Launches it. Here's Jop. No made baskets yet. It's Wright on the wing. Here's Reddish. Covered by Covington. Oh, Covington with a block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Three minutes of action thus far in the second. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:58 left in the second.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Pass to Jop. And Biyombo with the block. And they get it back. Second shot opportunity. Outside Reddish. With 1 second left. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. Here's Banton. Sinks the tray. Banton's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
3 points.
Jop's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Covington. 4-3. They get it back. Outside Koulibaly. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Covington. That one's good.
Oh, putting the 3 in 3 and D. This team is so much better when Covington is making those shots.
Right on the left side. Tipped. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Outside man. For 3, Covington. And that's not going to go. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
32.
Up 19.
Visiting team.
We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Daniels. Got it. Daniels has got 5 points.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Here's Smith. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one together.
Daniels misses.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Pass to Wright. To the left side wing. Jop. Rebounded by Daniels. And here they come. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Smith outside. Off target with the 3. How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Smith no good. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Launches a 3. Here's Jop. Pass to Irving. And it comes off the front of the rim. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. To the middle. Back to Daniels. Outside Irving. 4 on the clock. Pass to Daniels. Wright with a steal. On the wing, Irving. Back to Wright. Smith outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Smith's got 11 points.
This is Smith's game. Set him up, and he'll knock him down.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Right with the ball. Irving picks him up. The three, Smith hits a three-pointer. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, we're seeing some of that potential everyone is talking about with Smith. Just a talented offensive player.
Daniels tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Smith left side. It's stolen by Wembanyama. In transition. And Banchero gets it to go.
Yeah, boy, the confidence of this young man. Banchero with the moonshot.
Pass to Smith. The three. They get it again.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
There's a minute 34 left in the third. Here's Benton. There's a screen by Biyombo. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Right on the right side. Pass to Jop. Biyombo with a steal. Koulibaly on the wing. There's a screen by Biyombo. From downtown. Fires for three. Clock at 6. There's a screen by Biyombo. Here's Benton. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Koulibaly.
Ball is turned over.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Benton. He's got 10. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Reddish misses. Outside Koulibaly. On the wing man. From behind the arc. Got a hand on it. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Biyombo. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Mann. Puts it up off the inbound. Poke loose. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 19. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pass to Jop. Beyond the arc. Right with the board. Reddish on the wing. Fires the three. Ooh, basket interference. Right with the ball. Here's Jop. Right on the right side. Here's Hollins. Counted from distance.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
No debate there. He got hammered.
The first one falls.
At the line for the away team, DeLon Wright, taking 2 shots.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And they're running. Here's Hollins. The three-pointer off the mark. Left side Reddish. Lets it go from deep. Cleared away by Hollins.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want enforcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Koulibaly's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Wright from the arc. And Wright with the defensive effort.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And here's Wright from the arc.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Wright from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
3 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now Smith. And there's the screen. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response three.
Pass to Koulibaly. Outside Reddish. Got a piece of it. Here's De Silva. Just 5 on the clock. The teardrop. And down it goes. 2 points.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And there's a pick. Fires the three. De Silva, no good. Smith outside. Takes the three. De Silva with a rebound. Inside. Here's Reddish. And that one is stuffed right through.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
Puts up a deep three. And here's Wright from the arc. It's rebounded by Ja. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Irving for three. Here's Hollins. Drains the triple. Hollins has got 8 points in the quarter.
Safe to say, the outcome is no longer in question.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
Team foul.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the away team. Koulibaly.
So he gets them both. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen. The three, Smith. Lays out. And they get it back. Fades away. And no good. Here's Koulibaly. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those. And showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Home team foul. Julius Irving. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Shooting for the away team. Koulibaly. Taking
He's off on the second. Pass to Hollins. From deep three-point land. And the miss. And so the home crowd treated to a win.
Move.